you're presenting a deal, say it's like a rental property, what do you provide to your buyers, and like what due diligence, like, do you, I guess say let them do?
So,
Can we pull up an offer sheet?
well, what's that?
Can we pull up an offer spreadsheet we show an investor?
No, we don't need to do that. So what he's asking though is, so Ryan, you're asking when I sell the property or when I market
when you
it?
sell
When I market it?
So yeah, so like I'll do a little write up, how many bedrooms, bathrooms. I'll do like a front picture.
Oh, you know
I'll
what?
provide a link to pictures. But
Yeah,
sometimes we provide videos.
Yeah, so Tyler,
state.
Tyler will upload a brochure that we send.
Perfect. Yep.
It has, we show cash on cash return. We show what it returns if they pay cash, picture link to everything, all that good stuff.
Do you do videos for,
no, we don't do videos.
We have out of state buyers and
I don't do any videos. And the reason being is that they make me sick. Physically, like I get motion sickness from watching a video. I can't physically do it. Like wholesalers will send me, they think they're doing me a favor by sending me a video. And I tell them like, listen, I won't watch a video. Like it'll make me sick. Like with somebody walking through a house with a camera, I just don't like it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But Tyler will upload an example of one. If you pick one, Tyler, do one that's got finished pictures, not a front end deal. Okay.
Let me, I guess, take it a step further, because we've got buyers that will pay, say, a medium amount, and they're easy to work with. They don't need to do a lot of the due diligence. They just need, say, like their property manager to walk through.
Mm-hmm.
But then we have buyers that will pay like 5, 10K more. But sometimes they want to do an inspection, or it's just they have to do more due diligence. There's more hand holding. Mm-hmm. So we've started to do videos, and my agent also does property management. She likes getting the tenant and then handing them off so somebody else can manage it. And she makes a fee doing that. She'll do a walkthrough for them and kind of provides like that comfort, that it's good enough shape. And
so here's the thing is you always want to build your business around what it is to build it, to make it how you like it. Okay. Yeah. But, if these people are worth doing business with and they actually will close and they'll pay you more, but you got to jump through more hoops, that's your call.
Gotcha.
That's okay. If you want to do it that way, there's nothing wrong with that. And it might be worth it. It might be good enough buyers that you're like, hey, I'm going to sell to these guys. I have to jump through a few more hoops, but I'm going to do it. Like for example, there's a company called Roofstock, roofstock.com.
They'll buy them actually.
Huh?
I've sold through them. Yeah.
And we're kind of vetting them right now, and they have more steps to follow through, but their fees are really cheap, and you can basically sell for more money. We're going to test them out. And like I told my team, like, I don't know if you got to jump through more hoops, well, we can make an extra $5 or $10 grand. Maybe it's worth it.
The difficulty with them, my buddy, actually was the indie kind of like realtor or whatever that handled all of them. Mm-hmm. He said that a lot of their buyers bail because they're newbie buyers. They pay more. So
that's our concern too.
Yeah. So I guess, you kind of, vet the buyers better up front, mm-hmm. Maybe have a short inspection period, and then the money becomes non-refundable.
Our thing is right now it's just been so easy to sell to cash people that close really fast that we haven't had to do all that.
Yeah, I had a deal fall through with a Roofstock buyer, but then 3 days later, somebody else came in and bought it and closed it.
So what other questions do you guys have for me right now? I know we got about 20 minutes left. We're gonna do, let's see here. Does everybody have on their calendar? I know Tyler sent it to you guys. We're gonna jump back on a Zoom on Wednesday the 29th. At 11 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to give you guys a bunch of homework so that, that's only 4 days from now. So I want you guys to don't stop what you're doing and then pick up Wednesday. I need you guys to make daily progress. But what else can I go over right now? Is it ask me Q&A or want me to cover something else?
Can I show them what's in the folder?
Yeah, Tyler wants to take a minute and go through your folders with you so you can really understand what you have. Is that good?
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you do that, Ty? You going to do it from there? All right, I'm going to mute my computer then.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so in each of your folders,
Let me turn that. Turn that down.
so I don't know if you guys want to follow around or not, or just follow me. Each of you guys have a folder with a couple folders within it. We looked at this yesterday. There's a main one that says package details. If you go in there, actually back up and go to this one. If you go into the package details, you have any additional extras that you guys got, you know, down at the bottom there. There's a form if you got Podio to fill out to get me to build it. If you got the VIP Facebook right there, link to get that. But if you go to this folder up here called training videos, those 60 videos are all laid out in here. Scroll through and click through them. But there's a folder here called documents and software where I listed out affiliates is one thing. So we were talking about direct mail, how there's a cheaper way to get direct mail through our affiliate. That links right here. Exact data, how to pull our special list through exact data. Here's our contact and how to get that. Lead mining, cold calling, for example, there's a referral to get cold calling at a discount, and a couple other different affiliates right there. I uploaded those two purchase and sales agreement contract examples that you guys can use. I included the CallRail guide. This is like a quick ebook on CallRail, how to use it. There's also multiple videos in there for CallRail. Let's see, floor plan process. This is, Matt talked about the two walkthroughs that we do. We do the very first walkthrough when we first get the lead, and then we do the more in-depth walkthrough. This is a process that the in-depth walkthrough guy will use to floor plan the house, and he uses this to generate his renovation estimates. So it's just a really in-depth process on how he generates floor plans on acquisitions. There's also a sheet that goes with that. He uses this sheet to sketch out the house and take some notes. He just circles, you know, if you're going to replace the roof, and takes some notes here. This is just all high-level stuff that you need to know on that walkthrough. The two flowcharts we went over, wholesaling and transaction coordination, are in there. Another ebook for hiring process. This talks about like applying the DISC test to the different positions you can hire. And then someone asked for a walkthrough sheet. So this is how we post an ad for a person that takes pictures and does the very first walkthrough, the very first acquisition walkthrough. And there is the lead sheet here that they fill out along with what they need to take pictures of. You guys asked for, let's see, the offer calculator that we talked about. I don't know if you want me to talk about the offer calculator, Matt, but
Yes.
the offer calculator's here. I'll go into that in a second. And then Jeff, you were asking about how to get that direct mail scanner and what computer to get for a VA. This link is right here. You can go in and see what we use for direct mail scanners and virtual assistant computers. Let's see. This Zoom bar keeps getting in my way, so I'm sorry. Then one more ebook there, and that's pretty much it. A lot of it is that video folder, and then just a couple of these documents that link out to different places for affiliates. If you guys want to follow along in your folder, we can install the offer calculator. You're going to need a Gmail account though. So if you have a Gmail account, follow along. and we can get this installed for you.
So is that enough? Is that enough tools for you guys, or we need to add some more for you?
Oh, man. More than enough.
Huh?
More than enough.
Sorry, guys, I have my volume down. Yeah, so I'm in this document here. If I click install and then click this link here, should come to a page where you have to sign in. So yeah, I think I'm with another email. Let's try this. You guys will sign in, and then it's going to ask you if you want to copy this document. You're going to say, yes, I want to make a copy of the offer calculator. And then there it is. Just give it a second to load up. Okay. So this is for your virtual assistant. This is what they would use to make quick offers without really knowing much about the house besides what they found out on the internet or from your lead sheet. All they do, there's actually a full video tutorial if you ever need it right here, if you just click that. But they just fill in the address, you punch in square footage, so it was 1,700 square foot. You put your investor deduction multiplier in, so 0.7 by default, seller's asking price, what your comps averaged out at. So if you pulled 3 comps, what those average of those 3 comps were, let's say it was 110 grand. Average comparable foreclosures, so 3 comparable foreclosures. In that price, and how much profit you want to make. So this is like your wholesale fee. If you want to make 5 grand, if you want to make, like Jeff was saying, he only does deals if he makes 20 grand. So you can punch that in. And then you can click over here on the left. It says repairs needed. And you can adjust these multiplier numbers to suit your specific scope or market. But you click whether it's a light, medium, or heavy rehab. It'll quickly give you a rehab cost and what your max offer could be for that property. So just a real quick, couple click way to do some rehab or offer estimates. Were you guys,
When I clicked on that, it says you need permission to
can you request access?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, do that. I'll approve you.
So Tyler, do you feel that the videos that are on here can take us through? Or, I mean, I'm just not tech savvy. Should I try to find somebody who can help me before Wednesday?
With, or Matt, you want to, with everything across the board, you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm just, believe me, it's so over my head.
So part of the reason why you think you're going to have trouble with it is just because we covered a lot really fast. You're on a little bit of information road. Take a step back. Don't get overwhelmed, and do one thing at a time. Okay.
Okay.
It's just following some steps. So it's your homework, you guys. Let me jump back on my computer, Tyler.
Okay.
You're doing a great job, Tyler.
I'm trying.
You're doing a fabulous job.
All right, Ty, you want to okay, so let's, as we kind of wrap up the day, we covered a lot of stuff, you guys, and you guys know my training is super detailed. Okay, we thrive on detail. We thrive on step by step. One that can overwhelm you when you see, like most times when you go to an event or you're at an event and they're training, they teach such broad strokes that you think, oh, I could do that. That sounds easy. But then you could never learn how to do it because you don't have all the steps in between.
You're
I teach just the
100%
opposite.
right.
I teach just the opposite. I teach you every single step to do. Nothing skipped. So with that, it seems overwhelming when you're doing it, but when you go back to it, it's just, oh, I got to follow that step, then that step. Okay, I can handle that. It's a little overwhelming learning it, but then when you go back and you start doing it, you realize, okay, not only do I have a video showing me how to do this, but I have a step-by-step process that's like on paper that I can go through too. So you just got to do one thing at a time. Yeah, and you got the recording. You guys already got the yesterday's. You'll get today's tomorrow. So just take it one thing at a time. Understand you're going to do this a couple of times, and you're never probably going to do it again. If you get a virtual assistant, you're going to teach them how to do it. So what I want you guys to do for homework. So we're going to jump back on Wednesday at 11 o'clock Central Time. Several things I need you to do in that. Now, that's not going to be our again, guys, I have it scheduled for an hour. If we go longer than that, I don't give a crap. Okay. The main thing is I want you guys to learn this stuff, and I want you guys to actually get freaking deals done. Okay. Get this stuff in place and get deals done. That's my main concern. So, what I want you to do from now until that time, one, is go through, let's think about starting the process, okay? One is go through the how to hire, go through my whole, it's only like 20-something pages, isn't the how to hire thing? Go through the how to hire guide, okay? And then start interviewing and follow those steps. You've already got your VA. Some of them have taken the Tony Robbins DISC test. Some of them haven't. You want to look for that high C. Go to the next step. We told you to do the next step. Now they're getting back to you with a voice recording of everything. Now you've got questions you got to ask them. You're going to narrow that down. Okay. By Wednesday, I want you to have somebody to pick. I want somebody you can hire. Okay. Have that virtual assistant ready to go. Okay. So that's one thing I want you to do. Second thing I want you to do, I want to create, I know how to make people successful because I've been doing it for a long time. If I can get you successful on one or two things, then I can show you how you can do anything. I always tell everybody there's no such thing as doing one wholesale deal, because once you've done one, you can do tons. Like once you've done one, you do lots after that because you know you can do it. Same thing with learning these processes. If I can get you successful on one of these processes, I can make you successful on all of them. So one, have a VA ready, okay? I want to talk through that. And if you're like, Matt, on Wednesday we jump on and you're like, Matt, I've got 3. I don't know which one to pick. Let's go through. Let's use that as an example. Let's go through and see who I think's the best, okay? Second is I want you to go through and start an account. Get an account started. Get your stuff set up with CallRail and with RVM. Okay. I don't know how much you're going to drop on RVM, but I want you to go through and just learn the process on getting it started.
And a data company for RVM, right?
Yeah, they already did that.
Okay.
You guys did you guys did exact data, right? You're gonna go through and order a list for that. That's super simple. You've got your listability stuff you can do too. I want you to get that started because I want to be able to pull the trigger on leads. Okay. I want to pull the trigger on leads. And then Amanda sent you, are you guys feeling that you're just going to use your VA to help take calls? Or are you going to get like Answer One, Nexa started? What are you guys doing?
I'll try to find out Nexa charges.
Yeah, we don't know what they charge, Nexa.
It's dirt cheap, you guys. My fee every month. Now think about how many over 10,000 leads a month we shoot at those guys, and they take calls on X amount of those. But I think my bill for Answer One is like for $300 or $400 for the month, and they're doing a ton for me. Now you get, I think, didn't she say that they had a special deal?
There's different packages, but they get a reduced rate. Well, it's cheap.
It's cheap, guys.
I was 15 when I set up my first Answer One account. And
I got them down to $125.
Okay.
A month.
And that's based on your usage.
Like
it's based on your usage.
per minute call.
And then you get dinged if you go over, but you can negotiate the overages too.
So so set that stuff up. Let's get ready to get a VA hired. Let's get your RVM set up. Let's get your call rail set up, and let's get Reva. What's it? Nexa? I want to call it Answer One. Nexa, and what else?
Do they need a list scheduled ready to go that day? Have that all set up and ready?
Yeah. Once you pull your list, get it skip traced. Okay. I'm just gonna force you guys to get deals, because I want to be able to. I want to be on week 4. When we jump on the week 4, we're talking about, okay, I got this under contract. What are we doing? What do I do? Let's get through how to sell it. I want to force you guys to do this stuff. And here's the thing is, I know it's super scary. $100 here, $100 there. I got to pay for this. I get all that. But the scariness goes away when you do a deal,
Thank you.
You do.
What would you say on the buyer side?
I want to focus on one thing at a time right now. The
Gotcha.
buyer side, it's just so dang easy to sell these things if you get a good deal. Let's just focus for Wednesday. That's 4 days from now. I want you to work through some videos that you have in your that Tyler just showed you. Whatever you think you're having trouble with, let's get through that stuff and then get that other stuff that I just mentioned set up. Okay?
Do you want
Any
us to negotiate? Do you want us to negotiate with our VA yet, or just have them narrowed down by the time we meet on Wednesday? Their fee, like their.
If you want to negotiate, go ahead. Yep.
Yeah.
It might maybe say if they're asking for $5 an hour, say, hey, how about $3.50 for the first week until I see how you're doing. If you really impress me, maybe we'll bump it up. Okay.
And so we are hiring a VA for cold calling or admin task?
You're hiring a general virtual assistant to handle all the other tasks for you. Now, that person doesn't have to necessarily be a cold caller.
Okay.
You can do you basically, what you're looking for is a C personality, right? For the high C. That person's typically not going to be a good cold caller too. That would be a separate VA, and you can hire them part-time.
Okay.
But you're saying for the cold calls, we should do the service, right? The what do we call it here?
Well, Nexo can take the calls.
Oh, that's for taking. That's not cold calling. Okay.
Right. Yes. If you wanna place an ad for a cold caller, or you can even test somebody out off of Fiverr and see how they do.
Do you use a VA, or do you have a service that does the cold calling?
I've done both. Right now, I've got a Philippines person calling just direct for me. I pay him $6, pay her $6 an hour, and she's doing amazing.
Great.
And you found her on Upwork or through some agency?
That one I found because she reached out to me I post so much about virtual assistants that she reached out to me in Instagram and said, hey, so keep in mind, all these people are not doing deals right now. So many real estate people, real estate agents and stuff, some of that. And I think she was working for an agent, and she reached out to me and said, hey, the company I've been working for 8 years is no longer working right now. I noticed you like virtual assistants. I'm really good at cold calling. And then I took it from there and started interviewing her.
Okay.
So, you can start doing, you can interview if you want to go that route. You can look for a part-time cold caller. You don't even need full-time right now.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
You guys know what to do?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys excited?
Yep.
Loving it?
Yes.
Any questions?
Information.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
Great information.
Awesome. Okay, so again, another thing I want you to do, we just learned so much stuff. It's like information overload. I get it. That's why I'm doing these follow-ups. Any questions that pop in your head tonight, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, jot them down, guys. We got to get through this stuff, whatever's holding you back. But if you do activity from now, if you're working on getting VAs and you're working on setting this up and working on setting that up, and you do activities and you got, that activity will generate questions for us. And you ask me questions, I can help you. If you don't ask questions, I don't know what's going on with you. that make sense?
Yes.
I like questions. I like activity.
Hey,
So,
Matt and Tyler.
What's that?
I said, hey, Matt and Tyler.
Yep.
Thank you for being generous. Enjoy the weekend knowing how generous you were to us.
I agree.
I love it. I'm not like, that's why I just want you guys to do deals. That's all. I love success
We
stories.
know you do. We know you do.
You did a great job, Matt.
You are unique. You're genuine.
You did a great job. I've had a lot of courses, a lot of trainers, a lot of seminars, but this tops the list.
Awesome.
We're not done yet. 4 more weeks.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Yeah, your
Okay,
stuff's
so
always
guys,
really practical.
Thank you so much. Let's 11 o'clock. I'm setting an hour, but if we go over, I don't give a crap. We'll get it done. Bring questions, be ready, get activity, get through some more of your training, set aside hours every day to get through training and be ready on Wednesday. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you
Hey,
guys
Matt,
later. Have a good weekend.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Tyler.
I wanna
See
talk
everyone.
to you about the one-on-one mentoring. So I'll reach out to you and Tyler about that.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, yep. Appreciate it, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Got it.